And
That's funny.
let us start. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles Season 2, Episode 55. I am your team host, Marty, joined by the full Ontario crew. How is everyone doing?
I didn't realize we were in week 3 of the new year of this season.
We should have broke this season up into 2, but I like at the time I didn't know where the natural break point was, and then things just expanded into a lot of fun. So
it's the difference between organic story growth and planned out adventures.
Well, it's like one of those novels where chapter 1 is 30 pages and chapter 2 is 75. It's
what I could have done was what I kind of wanted to do was you guys took over the valley, solved a bunch of things. Yeah, the Ghost Lord's all kind of angry off to the side. This is what I actually thought was going to happen. And then as the cliffhanger to the chapter, the Cloud Castle appears. But I'm like, if that happens, I can't give them this long downtime. Like, they have to resolve a bunch of these things.
We're immediately going to have to resolve
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, this is like the end of one module that I wrapped around another module, plus a bunch of our other stuff, plus the wonkiness that's going in. I'm like, okay, that's the end, and then I'll have lots of time as Adam and Mark DM the, I don't know what is it, 49 games that they're behind, or something like 47 games they're behind for the other party. So
I'm going to need some help, Mark, because
49 games.
I'm just looking at my schedule going forward, and there's going to be some parts where I'm going to need some support.
I'll do my best. I've been working on that little bit you already gave me already. So
perfect. I would need belts, suspenders, and a brassiere. That's a bunch of jockstrap, all the support.
Yeah,
okay, I won't be your jockstrap.
we did episode 8 was the last episode for the Southern Warband. So 55.
Right, so we're only 40 or so behind. Yeah.
Well, episode 55, so 47.
Once you're hitting 40.
I'm sure it'll happen a lot quicker. Adam be just like, you got your level. Every XP, man.
No. You're fighting the entire army to give you XP for the whole army to go away. You'll be way over leveled and way under treasured. Oh, that'll be it. Then we'll have to.
You found the super secret dot on the map. Congratulations! That's all the XP you needed for level.
No, it'll
50,000. Yep, it's a big dot.
It'll be good. The long downtime also allows not so strict reunification of the timelines.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there is a method to the madness where I'm like, okay, I'm sharing the DM seat.
Well, so
I need to do things.
I need to I had some mini plots conceptually integrated into the plan, but I think I need one of those mini plots to be a major plot.
Okay.
Nice.
Right? I need a fork in the road.
Yep.
That is actually a trick. It's actually you need
There's
to do both.
also some content where you and I should sit down and we should talk about chapter 4 and how some of the stuff you're doing could bleed into the plans for chapter 4.
Yeah.
And that will result in stuff.
Link the stories together. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Good to see you folks. We haven't played since what, Saturday? Yeah, we're back into the regular groove. Okay. What have you been up to in the last 6 days? Oh, it was Friday. It was Friday. It was Friday because I went to a Kraken game on Saturday. Yep.
Last Saturday, I played that game with the kids at home. They had the alien hunting session in the house with black lights.
Nice.
It's awesome. It was great.
And they now know what the Predator is?
Oh, hell yeah. They've known what the Predator was a long time ago.
Okay.
One of the first things they learned about me was I could do. They're like, oh, that's so cool. It's like, do your thing, Dad. I'm like, yeah.
Every other person on the planet think that means danger. Oh no. Oh god.
Ahmed uses that sound to soothe his kids to sleep.
Go to sleep. The
full-size
boogeyman's
humans
here.
make cat sounds, obviously that means that they like me.
Weird. Oh, weird.
That's good stuff.
Okay, so you're gaining
It's
dad
fun
XP.
times.
That's pretty cool.
When I'm senile, care for me. No, sorry. Go on.
That's part of the. That is the social contract, sir.
Yep.
This week has been getting into the full swing of and the full realization of the diet, which is like 900 calories per day less than it was before. We hit the it was about 2 days ago. You hit that like little depression where it's like, oh, everything sucks. And now we're like, all right, we've come to terms with it. Okay, toast with a protein bread with a bit of jam on it is a treat. Okay, I get it. there was a full period where I was like, this isn't a treat. I've seen treats before. This is bullshit.
This is not
it. We're back to it being a treat again.
I'm 10 years since the last time I was on a diet. I'm still not over that 9 months. That was horrifying.
No,
We've seen the way you eat, Mark.
Yeah, well, this is true. I get heartburn just looking at just like the candy, just the sugar. It's like the sight of the sugar gives me heartburn now. I didn't used to get heartburn. It's a healthy person thing apparently. When I was fat and happy, never got heartburn. Now I show up eat crap and I get heartburn. What is this bullshit?
I feel amazing.
It is an age thing. Whenever I'm like on the downward trend with weight or like dieting or whatever, yeah, heartburn's a thing. When I'm just like eating and fat and happy, it's like
your body's like, nah, I just throw carbs on it. Oh, my tummy doesn't feel good. I'll just throw some carbs in. Bread. Pizza
dough will cover that. It'll push that down.
Pizza dough will douse the flames.
It's like the old kings that would like cork their meal off with a piece of fine cheese to cork their stomach. It's like their logic is the cheese just corks the stomach to keep the heartburn.
Just melt right on that puppy.
all right. So Ahmed Predator, Adam Prey. Mark.
At this point,
yeah. Mark,
pretty much.
Yeah, not
Bro.
much. Been trying to come up with demands for Barnabus for what he's negotiating with second head devil. So I'm sure that will go well.
Is he vice devil, like an undermensch devil or something? Like I don't know what do you call the?
I think he's like the conciliary. For
The Predator was there at the game, just so you know.
nice.
Cool.
It's pretty awesome.
He's negotiating with the record keeper, chancellor,
the
librarian.
devil's personal librarian.
Yeah.
You're doing great, bud. Keep it up.
You're doing a good job. Keep
You
it
still
up.
have your soul, pal. You're doing
Whatever
great.
happens, I'll laugh at you. So I might cheer you and then laugh at you, or I might just straight up laugh at you.
Now that did solve the.
Listen,
Ghost
he went
Lord
for the
problem.
100% guarantee this guy's not coming back.
This is an interesting guarantee. Or he's coming back in a horrible fashion in another campaign. Like,
In another
we haven't seen the end of the Ghost Lord. The devil version of this guy is coming.
Oh
he,
my
took the
God.
he took the option where Ghost Lord's not our problem anymore.
Not our problem.
They are so milking him for Mythic.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
We should have done that.
The Devil Lord of Ghosts, who's this devilish druid who just summons ghosts out, like demon ghosts and everything. Haha, it's a ghost and it's got
Now,
DR silver.
We still have a problem down here though, right? On like where we are. I just realized right where we are, where
Yes, we still have
Cog and
we still have a Rezmir to
We
find.
have a Rezmir who's on the
And-
run.
okay, yeah. We also have to leave the valley because there's a ghost shitload of ghosts coming.
Those might have dissipated with the Ghost Lord.
Plus,
We don't know about that.
we've
We'll have to-
beaten
we'll
up a
check
bunch
if
of
the
ghost
Ghosts in the
lions.
Storm are still doing their thing.
Yeah, the ghost lions were all charging, like all the ghost lions were charging towards the valley. When the Ghost Lord was destroyed, they all kind of like, there's a bit of a glow in the distance, but it doesn't seem to be coming closer any longer.
Right on.
So
All right, why don't we do a recap what happened last game?
empowered fireball acid balls are what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, I'm afraid of those.
Fuzzy Bunny Dragon and the goat-headed Peacock Man. King Blagothcus of Skyreach meets Brennos in a one-on-one duel. The Ghost Lord curses Barnabus, who has the lion tooth phylactery in his possession. When the moot turns violent, Rezmir retreats, and Brennos turns his sword in the direction of the dreaded Ghost Lord, whilst the rest of the party confronts Glazhael, the White Worm. Barnabus beseeches a powerful entity from hell to help him with his current predicament. His soul and body hang in the balance. There was an explosion also when the Ghost Lord was defeated. I think Slake was knocked unconscious, which means that I don't know if I gave you guys reflex saves, so I'm going to give you a reflex save now.
We failed.
Oh, you both failed? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so unconscious Slake means he has 252 damage. And unconscious Cog.
I had 100 damage. Now, I don't know why I was unconscious because of 100 damage.
No, he before he just gave you like a staff of power exploded in your face kind of damage, but he's now saying it knocked you out. Like a story.
Oh, you're doing the actual.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cog's auto healing kicks in.
Okay, so you're at 142 damage, and then a few moments later, Cog, you wake up because you heal 5.
It starts healing 5.
Okay. So Brennos, you've got a moment as the dust clears, and I think there was some communication that Barnabus was somewhere, and he's got the phylactery. Yep. Brennos is in the telepathic bond along with several others who are up in the White Dragon lair.
My valet.
Blasted from existence as the sand elemental and the mythic explosion went on was the Thorn Waste ambassador. It looks like Mag passed out. He was far enough from the explosion. Cog and Slake both went flying. Gascon was he was incapacitated before this, and I think because he wasn't able to move out of the way, he died. And then flying, Maggo was trying to get away, but the blast actually knocked him out as well. A couple of the wyverns got knocked prone. They're unconscious. And there are others that are... These cultists are kind of collected themselves through the storm. And looks like they're flying back to Cloudreach Castle. They're leaving the insanity of the lightning-stroked area. Like, lightning's probably hit this area about 6 times. A couple of times into the sword Brennos is holding as he gains power.
Highlander! Rezmir got away. He might be back. That's more directed towards Sunny and the crew in that direction.
Yep.
Slake's down, so is Cog.
And then Cog kind of sits up. A little bit of sand comes off of him. He looks a little bit beat up, but he's...
Should I be healing them? No, Cog's up. Although you want to be ready. Okay then. Dragon Rabbit's fun.
Okay, we're still in combat.
How's hell?
Less than welcoming. Of course, I came in the back door, so they're a bit upset about that.
Do you need us there? Fancy pants.
Oh, I don't think... Yeah, that won't be a really good idea, I don't think. I'll handle this.
Cog runs to Slake. Yeah, let me know if I can do that.
Yeah, you run to Slake while Brennos is reveling in the power he's gained. Yep.
I stop my healing and I use my cloak. 140 damage. Are we in danger right now? I look at Brennos. Are we still being attacked? Are we in danger?
a fiery ball of acid could fly down from the sky and wipe us off the face of
Okay, I use the
face
cloak.
of Volcanica at any moment.
I use the heal in my cloak
On.
myself. I can't use
Okay.
it on. I can't use it on Slake. I can't use it on
Well,
anybody.
he's unconscious right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I still can't use it on anybody else other than personal.
Okay. So you,
All right. Should I get cut off due to time constraints, understand that Eamon will act in my stead with regards to treasure divvying.
Oh, is that really important right now? Understood. Amen.
what?
Don't worry, Barnabus is fine. You might be getting a promotion.
All right, so we've got you guys are in the bowels of Skyreach Castle, where the dragon's lair was, or is, and you're starting to collect, I guess, in the center and have a discussion.
In Skyreach Castle, we're trying to find a way. I remember the problem we're trying to solve. How do we get the treasure out of here?
With this amount of wealth, you're talking hundreds of thousands of coins, at least a third of which have been frozen under layers of ice. There are treasures, objects of art, bodies, snacks for the dragon that are also frozen throughout this chamber. You're guessing to sort and move this treasure would probably take, I don't know, weeks.
So, are we just going to leave that prick as a meat popsicle, or are we going to get him out of there?
We should get him out.
Marty,
I guess.
What's wrong with Barnabus? Did it not go all right down there? Eamon seems concerned. He seems concerned in a way, like he's grumpy that something went wrong.
No, I believe that Barnabas might be renegotiating terms. That's what the term. He said he was in negotiations with a devil, the librarian devil. I think.
Again.
Apparently, he was trying to trade the soul of the Lich.
He will not escape the pact that he made. It will only get worse for him.
But you understand, intellectual types, sometimes they try to put their way out of they think they can think their way out of all the problems. The true method is to magic your way out of all the problems.
He sneers at that. That's the thing. He's immortal.
The correct fucking way is to not get yourself in the problem in the first place, and if you're already stuck in it, fuck it. We're just gonna go inspect the paladin in the ice cube, just to.
Yeah, Amadeus is gonna go look over it too.
Marty.
Yep.
Thorgrim's looking for some of the dragon blood before it got turned into a rabbit. And I shot it with a cannon, like in the middle of the frozen area. Is there some dragon
so
blood there?
give me a survival check or a perception as you go looking for...
Come on now, we've all played hockey. We've had nosebleeds on the ice.
Yep.
It's pretty freaking obvious.
Yeah.
But only survival. Well, there's also other people's blood in here too.
Yep.
Perception. In that, actually, not in that area. In that area was just the dragon. It's where like cannonball fell out of him. Okay, let's
Or
roll.
an acid ball.
Yes.
Yep.
20 plus that. 35.
Yeah, no problem. You find a place. It's already kind of turned into slush. The white dragon blood is sort of like an ink.
Okay, and the dragon's name is
Glazhail.
Glazhail. Okay, I'm just
You
don't
al-
mind me.
You also, with a 35, find 2 scales on the ground.
Glazhail.
all of which is useful in spell components and that sort of thing.
Yep. Okay. Glass hail, blood, and 2 scales. White dragon. Is it huge?
He was a worm dragon, and he was huge in size. Yeah.
Until he turned into a little buddy dragon.
Until he turned into a little bitty buddy.
Horrible fuzzy buddy
Yeah,
dragon.
who's got the fuzzy bunny right now?
Fuzzy Wuzzy.
I think that's usually... Oh, Sunny's in
Sunny.
that form.
But Sunny's in bad form with basically Eamon.
Glass hail.
Oh, there we go. Glasshill.
Nice. Nicely done.
Eamon can hold glass hail.
Kids, do you mind holding my bunny?
Fine.
Mm.
If something
recommend
if
against
something
walking
goes
into
awry
magic fields.
if something goes awry with Aldra Malik, I may not be here for much longer.
Oh. Well, if you feel you're being whisked off to, where, try to drop the money. Or you can bring him with you. Maybe it'll, we can always get him back. It'll be an adventure.
I'll hold him. I don't know. Does this count as asserting dominance over another dragon?
You're just making faces and terrifying this little rabbit.
A question, Eamon. If Barnabas's deal were to go sideways, would you want to have a new contract? Sort of thing?
It is not up to me.
Well, we've got people we could... He's winning little bat wings of, we could rescue you from... if you like it here. We could pick up Barnabas on the way, but we could rescue you.
This time in the prime material has been most interesting.
I'll take that as a maybe, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll save you.
he's just looking at Sunny. Sunny's tried really hard to be Eamon's friend, so...
Have you seen what he does?
Yep.
He is the best battle platform a druid's ever seen.
Thorgrim collects blood from Captain Ophelston and Deathtail.
Okay, so Thorgrim, you're...
Samples. Collecting samples, because you never know when I need, This is a wyvern, right?
Yep.
It's a named super wyvern.
It was like an animal companion wyvern, basically.
Okay.
Alright, so how do we get him out of there without breaking his shit off?
Amadeus, heal check? Shouldn't we slowly warm him if he's still alive so he doesn't go into shock and die?
Yeah, he's covered in about 3 inches of ice, and then the back part of him is actually melted and refrozen along with the icy wall. Just wrenching him out in a single go might be bad. You might want to chisel him out or warm him out of the ice. I think you guys rolled a bunch of checks that this might have been a spell.
Yeah.
That encased him in ice.
I will spellcraft these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Thorgrim wants to help out with this as well.
Thorgrim's collecting samples.
Oh yeah, he's still doing his thing. Yeah, samples.
Should be noted, as they climbed the gold to get to the dwarf, Amadeus took a moment to go, wee!
doing angels in the snow. There are a lot of mixed coinage. You do find a considerable amount of copper in this treasure pile, but there are also coins to the most valuable. There are clusters of items and bits of art. There's a lot to sort through.
I don't think a 24 gets the spellcraft.
No. With your poking and prodding, it's some sort of transmutation effect.
Hey, Sonny! Sonny! Then in the telepathic bond, Sonny. If you're done trying to make friends with Eamon, you might want to come over here. In the telepathic bond, Barnabus would hear that.
Yeah, the telepathic bond, you guys are catching glimpses of Barnabas's thoughts, and they are increasingly strained, and at this point in time, Barnabas has just been informed that, yeah, he's got a day to look at a contract that would take him years to completely untangle. I don't know what feeling this elicits from Barnabas. You're
Challenge accepted!
Okay.
You woke up in the morning and you didn't do your term paper or the other term paper or the term paper from last year.
Right.
I got this.
There's some bravado, but perhaps false bravado. Maybe a
The
quiet
fact that he was
ocean.
writing the contract as you were reading it, just adding more shit to the end of it while you're at the front.
There is a bit of static that is coming over the telepathic bond that is interrupting with your conversations now with Barnabas. Whether or not Aldramalik has now realized that Barnabas is talking to somebody in his head and doing that, the Cornugons are also helping Barnabas onto a gurney that was wheeled out of hell. This very nice white sheet, steel-framed bed on rollers has been rolled out.
So, it sounds like you're going to be there for a while. When this spell runs out, do you want me to keep trying to contact you? Or, try to cut your meeting short?
No, I expect if you don't hear from me again, it's because you won't be hearing from me again.
Oh, come now. We'll have to go back there to find Eamon.
Fuck you, Sonny. Fuck you very much.
No, don't fight. There's a lot of treasure. You gotta see this fucking treasure. There's a lot of it.
Now Barnabas feels a little anxious. He doesn't get to see the treasure.
Okay. The Devil Lord Aldramalik is saying, don't worry, we'll be getting you the best care possible. We'll be getting you double star plus medical coverage.
This is going to be like one of those hospitals that just keeps charging you for shit and you don't even know.
Yes. What do you think?
Oh, wow.
There are two bearded devils in these strange suits with these odd orange cases.
Hero point, buddy.
They look a little bit rubbery, but they have implements inside. They're helping you onto the gurney while you're clutching onto the scroll, trying to read through things. They are now strapping you down.
Hand me that pen.
I need a good name for Hell's Hospital.
Slow cooker.
They have a hospital name generator. Hilarious.
Well,
What?
Saint and then something 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 in Latin is very common for hospitals. Like
Saint Vivisectums.
Saint Vasectimus.
Saint Vasectimus.
The Pentad Star Medical and Wellness Center.
Makes it sound like there's a gym in the swimming pool in there. Go
They
play
have a catchphrase. Don't lose your soul for no reason. Give it to us.
Okay.
Your soul is worth more than a hammer.
The
Shut up.
the static begins to grow in your telepathic bond. You heard something about a licensed imp, a medical center, and something about medical coverage. And then an apology for something about like don't mind the red tape, and then Barnabas's connection with the telepathic bond is gone.
He will wait in that waiting room, looking over the contract while they wait for him to fill out the entry paperwork.
So we're gonna do a Barnabas in Hell's Hospital scene
Another time.
next on Saturday when we have a longer session, and we can clue in there. But no, Barnabas has been provided with a mild sedative because the hospital staff don't enjoy dealing with unruly patients. So Barnabas is quite relaxed as he's headed off into the ambulance.
Sonny will use 1 round of his telepathic power ability just to confirm that the shit guys out of reach must be on another plane. Hey, look, are you there?
You have reached Barnabas.
Yeah. Okay, so back to this. This being Skyreach Castle, and then Brennos and Cog and Slake down below.
I think we have to join those groups before acid balls coming from the sky. I'm hoping he's crying under his bed somewhere.
Because wizards
loser.
Because wizards cry under their bed.
Loser.
Exactly. So Sonny is going to see if he can identify what magic has trapped the dwarf.
Okay.
This is very frustrating. Adam knows what magic has trapped the dwarf.
Yeah, it's one of those.
It's one of those. All right. Okay, Sonny's really good at this. 53.
Yeah, it's a version of
Imprisonment thing that white dragons do, right?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me.
Icy prison, I think, or something like that.
It's like a long-term icy prison, which is actually evocation, not transmutation. I lied. He's helpless. He can still breathe, and
Friggin' cold.
yeah, he's probably just unconscious or sleeping.
Can I get him out with something other than a freedom spell? Because it could just like, could we
Break the
the
ice
ice away?
Yeah, you could break the ice away.
I'm a sculptor. Let me do that.
All right, now, basically,
Amadeus would be happy to slap the ice off him.
we would carefully want to break the ice off or use a very potent spell to provide him freedom. Do you mean the freedom spell? Yes, freedom spell. Isn't that?
If we have time, I can
just chip the ice off him. Yeah.
If we have time, I can chip it off him. If not, use your spell.
He should be relatively safe in there. I don't believe he's conscious.
I don't think so. And he gets a fishbowl tap on the forehead.
All right, Fox is spending a hero point on Barnabas's negotiation, so we'll in hell.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Let's save that for Saturday.
Save that. Yeah.
We should write that down. If somebody could put that in the combat sheet, that would be great.
I have the combat sheet open, and it's not eating up my my computer's frame rate. It's awesome.
We fixed it. I haven't had problems with that with Excel in a while, so I think it's gone. Yeah. How many rounds have passed? Cog would like to attempt to repair Slake.
Yeah, at least a minute is passed down below.
And what skill would I need for that?
Craft
Arms or armor?
craft weapons or armor. Yep.
Shit. I don't think I have that. I have clockwork.
Give me a second.
Craft. Alchemy. Clockwork.
I think Brennos gets mad and yells at things. I don't know if he does too much. He has a +8 in craft weapons. He's not the best weapon maker. He can sharpen a weapon. Alright, so a minute has passed, so...
I have wands and magic that can heal him. I know he doesn't want that shit.
The massive power spike of Brennos is going down.
I can't help him.
It's so tiny. Wait, we have a character that grows and you're using map tools. I highly recommend resizing the screen so that your character looks normal and everybody else looks like a little ant. It feels awesome. We'll be up momentarily, I think. Brennos is going to start dragging Slake into the anti-magic field. We're going to throw him in the anti-magic cave. Because we think he's probably going through repairs right now. Don't know if this counts as... Is he doing his rebooting thing?
I'm not sure. Marty, can I tell with a heal check? I have craft clockwork. I don't have arms and armor.
Brennos will try a craft arms and armor to identify if he's like repairing himself internally.
Yep.
All right. I've still got. I'm super heroic right now. 25.
Did you roll well, or you can try to repair him? Actually, the DC is 20.
Yeah, you do repair him if you want. 25. He is not fast healing or regenerating anyway. He's all bent to shit from the explosion and just lying there. We have kits. I have Cog has 3 of his kits, I believe. Yeah, with a 25, you actually restore 2 hit points per level, so you give him 26 hit points
26.
back.
Hey, he should be up. Then he can do
it. I'll use up the repair kit that I have, my own, not his. I have a construct.
The fuck?
Oh, good, you're back.
Here we go. See, no magic. He's like pointing at the oil and blood on his fingers.
Yeah,
Did you get him?
Aye, we got him. Although
Rezmir ran away.
Rezmir got away, and Fancy Pants is still missing. I think he's talking to the devil.
He's up there, isn't he?
Right.
Yeah.
I think he's up there. He wouldn't leave the treasure that far behind. You guys might want to watch your back someday.
I'm in no condition to fight.
Now
do you have enough repair kits on you?
Yeah, but look at me. It's gonna take probably a few days.
Cog and aid.
Why don't you ponder your heroism and greatness in your garden of trees?
Let's see. He takes out his own patch kits. Okay, the next DC is going to be 26.
Brennos will aid.
It's 23, right?
23 plus 5 is 28, you're right. So he's got a plus 21.
Can I aid him somehow?
Brennos will aid.
Okay, so plus 23.
Brennos has the skill. He can auto-aid.
I don't have the skill. I have to just roll int, I guess.
All right, so he makes that check. We're doing this only by minutes, right?
This is a round.
Yeah.
These are round actions.
Okay. All right, so he repairs another 26 hit points. 200 damage. Next DC is 32.
Okay, I'll see if I can aid. I aid.
And so does Brennos. 40, he makes it. Another 26 of points. You guys are
So
like,
that's 36 now, right? Or 38. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's now 10 higher.
The
than...
dude still needs a full heal and a top up.
Yeah.
28, 33, 38. Yep. 1d20 plus.
I'll see if I can. I aid. No, I don't aid. I don't aid.
Okay. So that's just like
I don't aid.
DC 38, we get 38, so he heals another 20. 26.
And then it's 43. That's
43, he needs an at 20.
I'll try to aid. I aid.
Okay, he got a 40. He could surge to get that extra 3.
Is it worth a mythic point to do that?
He's only used 1, so...
He can't fight for the rest of the day.
Oh, he missed by 1.
Did you get the bonus from Brennos?
Yep.
Does he have any bonuses with the... Oh, there's no magic tools. Is he using Masterwork Craft tools?
Yeah, he's got plus 4 tools. That's why his bonus is plus 21. Okay, so that the healing stops there. He's got 146 damage and 9 dex damage.
All right, so are you climbing the? Are we going for a climb on the great big chain, or are you taking a nap under a tree?
There are fucking giants up there, huh?
There are the giants up there with their
You
big
need to heal,
boulders.
Slake.
Flying with their acidy bolts, and there's a pissed off wizard who got away.
You guys go up there with your magics. I'll meet you up there. He goes over and picks up
He
his
wants to climb up the thing alone.
his tower shield. And
That's not intelligent.
That's pretty metal. His construct going up.
Cole, you feel like climbing?
My climb check is shit. Climb. I'm not very good at climbing. Jumping, yes. Climbing, no. +4 climb. No.
Brennos' climb isn't super good either. I don't want to just agree with them, but I've got a +9 base. Armor check penalty sucks, bro.
+4, buddy.
If Slake puts away his tower shield, his armor check penalty is 0. With his fighter levels and the mithril full plate, it's 0.
What's his climb?
Climb plus 18.
Okay, he's got. So like, for the next little bit, Brennos climbs at a +13, but there's some like.
Go up there, I'll meet you up there.
All right, Cog, get me up there.
It was like double take, like what? All right, 1 second. All right, here, drink this and carry me with you. It's a fly potion. Not
right,
here.
So Brennos is going to heal himself first?
Slake pauses for a moment. I'm like, is that using magic?
Well, if he can lift both of us, then there's no magic on your end.
Brennos is going to switch his gloves and go, you drink it, I'll ride you. He's got the gauntlet so you can do the lasso thing.
Do I have to be able to lift your weight?
No.
It just reduces your fly speed by 10.
Yep.
And then I don't have to drop you if we get in a fight.
Yeah.
You just like
carry you around like a princess up in the clouds while being attacked by a wyvern.
Jiu-jitsuing on your back, like, I ain't going off.
By this point, the wyverns are all like landing over into the castle.
I'm certain something bad happens when we fly up to the castle.
And then everyone, including the people down below in the dragon's lair, as well as on the ground, can hear the warning horns of the cloud giants now all blowing, and
Ooh, it's gonna get heavy.
as perhaps Rezmir or others have seen or heard or have some inclination that they're under attack.
So Brennos cured him. Like another minute was spent. Brennos healed himself. Got 1 damage left.
We need to go back out in the middle of the field. We need to pick up a few things.
What are we picking up?
You picked up the bone, the ring, all that stuff off the king?
Whatever that stone giant was going into the king's pocket for, you should probably grab.
Yeah, so Cogs is running out to do that.
Okay, so...
Actually, you're going to go loot? Brennos is going to go... Well, let's go talk to Maggo.
Okay, so Maggo got blasted back, and he was flying like with the fly spell, so he's sort of like gently hitting the ground and kind of like turning over. He's got some wands and things. He's got a few items.
He had a few items. That was nice.
He had a few
items. Well, keep in mind, their items are. A lot of them are very large, given that they're huge creatures.
Wands can be quarterstaffs.
The rings are
That's a really important wand, though.
Okay, so Cog, you're running over to find what this guy had looted from the giant bag. Yeah, it looks like a really big. In your hands, it looks like a great club made out of whalebone that is hollow and has weird holes in it. And it's all
the key for the castle.
And it's all sort of carved, and it's beautiful looking. And when you swing it, it kind of goes. Woo.
Interesting. So
castle key.
I'll put the staff away, and I'll carry that.
Okay.
Weird club. And
hit the fob. See if it beeps.
I'm gonna continue looting from the giant, and
you can mute yourself now, Mark.
I'm gonna loot from the giant king and the necromancer.
Okay, so the giant king is wearing lots of jewelry. He's got a bag with some sizable potions in it. He's got huge breastplate, a gargantuan morning star. And then other pieces of jewelry that I don't know if you can cast detect magic or not.
Cog, no.
That are very large. And you found in his hands would be a small rod or a wand, but in your hands is a great club.
Right. So anything that's easily identifiable as just by on position. So if you had a crown, pull that off. If you had rings, pull those off. If you had an amulet, pull that off.
Okay.
If you had a belt, pull that off.
All right. So you start pulling off items. This is taking longer than you hoped. Some of the items do shrink in your hands.
Okay.
Down to a smaller size.
All right. Brennos, the necromancer, I still have to do the same thing with him. Is Brennos helping at all, or?
Brennos is going to go talk to Maggo.
You gonna wake him up?
I'm going to wake him up.
Slake is not touching the magic items that are on these creatures.
So Maggo looked like a wizard, so we're going to try to make certain his wizardy whatever is off, so jewelry comes off.
Okay, so you start taking jewelry off. Give me a spellcraft check or a knowledge arcana.
Knowledge arcana. Because we've done that spellcraft. Alright. 27.
It looks like he's an arcane caster. He does have a spell component pouch.
Okay. We're going to remove the spell component pouch.
Alright, I'm just going to mark down... So there's a bunch of things that I put down on the treasure sheet that you have looted, and then there's a bunch you haven't yet. So I'm going to start moving to... So you've got Maggo's gear. I did not... Maggo's jewelry... and arcane spellcaster gear. Okay.
Okay, we're going to use the dwarven thrower to threaten the giant with.
Yeah, the things that resize are the amulet, cloak, headband, necklace, 2 rings off of the king. What doesn't you don't think will reshape from your experience as an adventure. Oh, his potions are a bit unwieldy, but they're still, you could still grab them. What isn't growing small in your hands is the oversized morning star and the huge breastplate, which is still on his body. So I'll leave that as unlooted.
All right, so I need to cast a 5th circle mythic spell, and then during that minute, put on the armor real fast. And then when the spell ends, it just stays real big, and you end up trapped in it. It's awesome. All right.
Okay, so you guys have spent a couple of minutes now looting bodies.
Yeah, we're gonna basically pull out the dwarven thrower, and we're gonna cast a comprehend languages, because he spoke common before, but just in case he decides he only remembers giant.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the hammer's for.
And we're not gonna use the Bahamatian blade to threaten him when he's a dwarven thrower. That's what this most damage to giants. It's kind of dwarfy. And then we'll hit him with a cure light wounds.
Okay.
Full size cure light wounds.
Yeah, he starts to wake up. He looks very discombobulated.
Since I could be in the same space as him, I'm basically like sitting on him.
he looks down at Brennos, pointing his weapon at him.
Sitting on his chest with the hammer.
You seem to have me at a disadvantage, Master Dwarf.
You seem like a nice fella. Good head on your shoulders.
Upon my shoulders, I intend to keep it. Did you took the king's head?
Oh yeah.
Unlike the winner of the ordning, I suppose such lofty titles make themselves targets for violence. Know that I am a simple chancellor, a advisor to such great figures. There's this strain that he's trying to be very polite. They seem to have a very refined way of speaking, like he's talking like you're like the only time I've heard people talk like this, they're in plays.
Like noblemen.
Yeah, noblemen, or they're
speak.
in plays. Like they're
Shakespearean.
Yeah. He is trying, even though every sense of his being wants to look down on you, both physically and figuratively. In his current situation, he is trying to treat you as an equal, at least from a giant standpoint.
So, here's the current situation. You made a deal with Rezmir, or he made a deal with Rezmir, and that brought us to, where you are. Brought us into all this mess. The only reason we're here is because of Rezmir.
Dragons and giants are an uneasy alliance from old.
Well, you're supposed to... I thought the stories were you're supposed to fight each other, not so much be on the same side, but,
You are correct.
The gods told me.
Indeed. You must whisper to many gods, he says, as he looks at all the holy symbols.
And some of them whisper back.
To grow so large. To be on par, nay, to be greater than that of our king. What manner of sword is that, if you do not mind my inquiry?
It is a dragon sword. Very special. Doesn't like the likes of Rezmir.
Well, you are a dwarf of many surprises. A warrior greater than Blagothkus, a priest of many religions, and a carrier of a artifact of old.
Still nod. Yeah. This is going well.
What do you need of a poor servant who is now out of a job?
Well, there's two things that we're looking for.
Driver
One
for
thing
the
that we're
castle.
looking for is a quick trip up to the castle. You know.
To what end do you wish to what end do you wish your terrestrial foot to step upon, Cloud?
Well, so Rezmir has a great big horde that he's been taking to awaken a dragon goddess who maybe should stay sleeping for a while.
By the sounds of the horns that emanate from up high, a storm is brewing in that cloud. You should not tread there, for giant may not be as enlightened as to your abilities, and I wish not to see my clan suffer greatly. I wish not to see you suffer, he says.
Oh, no. I actually, see, the second thing I heard was you have a princess, and the princess appears to be agreeable from all the stories, at least. So, if that's the king, king's dead, long live the queen. You understand me?
You were sent here to rescue the princess, he says very carefully.
Well, no, I wasn't sent here for that, but, you know, while you're off doing your goodly deeds of the gods, you know, you help out where you can. So, because as I understand it, the cloud giants are a very fickle-minded people. Like, some are very stubborn, others are very agreeable. You know, so if we could put the agreeable ones, you know, then, you know, we could be on friendly terms and, you know, prepare ourselves against a draconic problem without, you know, slaughter and death and piles of bodies he's waving over to Blagothkus.
You are aware of the grim design of the dragon worshippers that are guests in Skyreach. For their reach definitely is not skyward, but into the ground, through hell's chains. They believe that their hold, of which we've been promised a fraction, would be enough to stir the great Tiamat from her slumber.
Brennos actually pop out like a Tiamatian holy symbol. I am aware of their plans. I don't believe it's the best plans for the dwarves and the people and the giants of Volcanica. You know.
Zania Ord is the name of the princess, if you do not know. Her family was once a powerful one. True nobles amongst the cloud giant kind. Defeated during the Great Ordering, which turned giant concerns topsy-turvy. The entire hierarchy of giant kind thrown into flux. Blagothkus sought great legitimacy by earning her hand in marriage. She was more of a possession to him, a means to an end.
Well, I'm not certain how the giants do these things, but Blagothkus, he has been fucking killed.
Yes. And if it is the princess is concerned, then she is in great danger.
All right, then.
Not from what you expect. Perhaps the giants could come to an accord with you, Brennos of the Dwarf. Blagothkus, in order to marry, had a tricky problem for one in his position, for he was already married.
He's got another wife.
Yes. He did think that murder would solve his problem.
Oh, there's a lot of stories that never ends well. There's a few ways that those family dealings that all the stories say that's not the right way.
And despite our attempts at giving her a lavish tomb, her spirit does haunt the halls and parapets of the castle aloft on Cloud.
She's not like Yelly Ghost, is
she? I am not sure what will happen when Blagothkus' condition. He seemed to have a way of, well, warding her off when she appeared. Unfortunately, his sin might have become ours. His punishment, ours too.
Alright, so the Zanya Ord powerful family can lead the giants. Assuming, some backing. The ghosty thing probably gonna want to kill the new wife. Or just in general. Any other problems? Any other sort of concerns to, not require us to kill all the giants in the castle?
He looks over at the at Gascon, the dead necromancer.
Oh, that wasn't us. He was sticky fingers explosion.
A necromancer worships death. It is no surprise to see his body so, his life hewn upon the stone.
We're not barbarians.
His giants followed him, and his deal with Blagothkus. Stone giants are a minor concern, but still, they will be out for blood.
Well, if they're disagreeable, then we make them agree.
If Rezmir still flies upon fetid wing, then he is the most confounding of the problems, aside from the vengeful spirit, who still believes that Skyreach belongs to her. What is your aim here, Brennos?
Well,
we're taking the castle!
Is that what Cog yells? Well, yeah, he's an 18-foot tall guy who's speaking loudly and clearly. Yes, yeah, Cog. Yeah, you could hear the conversation.
I'm perceptive. I can hear him.
We need to recover the stolen treasure from Rezmir. We want to slay Rezmir, and we want to not have to kill all the giants. So I personally think that putting the princess in charge is the right way to get about that.
Come with us. That way you can convince him not to fight.
There are many of those who are loyal to Blagothkus, and that they will seek the death, especially of a non-giant.
Well, I fully understand that. Some of them are going to be pricks and need to, but that's some of them, If a prick like that doesn't get in charge without having, those around him. really think that this is an opportunity for, honoring the commitments of the past and moving forward in preparation for, the great conflict that comes.
You speak again.
The great conflict.
A conflict has raged for all of my life. I doubt that it will end anytime soon.
Do we have an accord, or at least understand each other's aims?
Much blood will have to be spilt if you intend on returning the castle to Clan Ord.
As long as Clan Ord is friendly with the... as long as Clan Ord is friendly, then I think that will be agreeable.
Are you sure your companions are of the same mind? He glances over to Cog, who said, "We're taking the castle."
If they're friendly to us, then we can still use the castle. They already taken passengers. Look at the size of the fucking thing. Let us share.
I fear that... I understand that the great magic of old, this mythic place, would be such a treasure to those who are earthbound and small. But if the cult isn't driven from it, if the stone giants are not dealt with, if Blagothkus's servants still prowl, and if the vengeful spirit is not dealt with in a permanent way, such a home will become much less a home and more of a grave, raining bones down from the clouds.
Understood. Brennos is gonna hand Maggo like the jewelry and the fighting items back. Like,
okay.
His, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, he nods. He actually like if you let him get up and you're not kind of like on top of him with the
we'll
weapon.
stop sitting on his chest,
Yeah, he gets up and he puts the thing. He bows to you and puts the things on. Give me a diplomacy check to see.
Hold on, man. Did you check the treasure sheet? See if this shit's any good?
I don't have spellcraft. He doesn't know if it's good or not. He's making... There's more to life than treasure once you have a good enough sword.
Or was this an intimidate? Or
Why
was this like
me?
you're gonna be our friend and or I'm gonna kill you?
He's trying to do it through diplomacy.
Okay.
He can revert to threats, but he's trying to be diplomatic about it. It might not go super well. But he does have a glory running. So...
Okay, so I'm going to give you a +4 for defeating Blagothkus, a +2 because you actually want something that maybe he wants. So that's 6, and then he's impressed by the silver sword that you have, a +8.
Okay. And then I add priest level 41.
Okay.
You've got a friend in me. Come back.
Let's see. Cloud Giants are CR 11. So as a 13th level character, you could have just a regular old Cloud Giant, conceivably as a follower.
Gus the Cloud Giant. he throws super good.
Right. Okay.
So you're gonna if you can help get us in there, and then you make certain that the sorry, I'm at the top of the sheet. It's at the bottom of the sheet. That the Ord family and those who would be loyal to her understand to not get in the way.
Oh, the Ord clan up there is a clan of one. They are all Skyreach, or at least Skyreach and some extended relatives.
anyone who's friendly to them, those who, women, children, those of a goodly demeanor, those who are agreeable, stay out of the way. We'll take care. And he pulls out his hand. Rezmir and the dragons, the ghost that haunts the place, stone giants. We've already taken care of Glaziel.
Rid the castle first of the cultists. I personally care little of what happens to the stone giants. Any of them that stand up to you will likely be one of two. An unruly... He has these names. An unruly duo followed the necromancer. Hold and Wiglaf. With them removed, the stone giants would fall in line.
Right then.
With whichever side wins the heart and mind.
Well,
prove to me that you could rid us of those cultists, and then we will talk. We still want our due, and that may convince some as well.
In the telepathic mod, there's lots of treasure. It's like a great big room with like buckets and shit. What do you get at?
No!
I don't know, man. It's coming out of your share.
The extras will throw you on top of our treasure pile.
Right, so give him treasure, or just kill him and take their stuff. Or let them walk.
Somebody to keep the Sky Castle maintained for us, and as an outpost that moves around, aka a crew for the Sky Castle that can defend the Sky Castle.
Yeah, Brennos is thinking.
Imagine the size of the steering wheel on that fucker.
He glances over, he looks right over Slake. He doesn't seem to be concerned immediately right now.
Confused about not being concerned.
Yeah, but he's looking at Cog, who's like grabbing stuff and who mentioned like, we're taking the castle. That noisy stick you have is quite important. While it can be replaced, it is a handy thing.
This is the first thing he went for. Obviously, it's important.
What does it do?
Not so much as what it does, but what it can. In the hands of a performer.
Would you like to hold it?
It would give me great solace to be in charge of its care.
I think Cog, hand it over to him. We can always... He's going to be giving us passage up there so we don't have to get our asses pelted by rocks the last 200 feet. Dodging boulders and shite on the way up to the castle doesn't sound like fun.
Am I done looting? He can come pick it up himself.
He seems a little reluctant. Like, he's very injured as well. He seems very reluctant to make any hostile motion or to move away from Brennos with the weapon pointed at him.
When Brennos gave his gear back, he's still holding the weapon, but he's not like...
Yep.
Yeah. He's... Yeah. In fact, we'll...
Fine. Cog will give him the hammer. Or the club, and Cog will give him a club. But then, are we done looting the giant? The giant and
he takes the club and he holds it up to his mouth like it was a very large flute. He kind of just clears the weapon that had a little bit of dirt and sand in it, kind of blowing into it. There's a low note that comes out, and he just sticks it at his belt.
Okay.
It's for controlling the castle, isn't it? I heard a moan similar to that when we were up there.
I wish to see deed before more word, before I share any more of Cloud Giant's secrets.
It's pretty obvious.
That's fine. We've got our to-do list. You've got yours. Do you have any healing on you, or are you gonna just fall over at the first breeze?
Our princess is a healer.
Cog's like,
likes the princess even more. Hey, it's the princess healer. Oh,
he tosses. Cog gives him a cure serious wounds.
Okay, he bows. He looks at it. He uncorks it, takes a sniff, and empties the drop into his mouth. Yeah.
There we go. I think if you could, and don't worry about him. He'll find his own way up.
Is see invisibility still running?
Should be.
Okay.
Lasts for 2 hours.
Oh, the spell's not on me. I'm gonna go fight giants with you.
Oh, if
Wait,
he's gonna carry us, yeah, that'll work too.
Yep.
Yep.
Maggo begins to walk on air. He's probably using an airwalk spell that was cast earlier, but he is now trudging up as you guys are holding onto it, onto the edges of his cape.
I'm gonna sit in his pocket.
Sure. Cog crawls up onto his shoulder and sits in his pocket like a pocket protector.
Nice view.
What did you mean when you said take the castle?
Well, I was thinking it'd be nice. But Brennos has an interesting point. It's actually quite useless to us.
He doesn't believe you.
It's like, Cog's like, no, it's like this. Hey, how fast does this castle move?
Skinny. There's 5 of us.
How fast does this castle move?
It moves as per the cloud and the wind.
Oh, interesting.
It's
a good way to move it around an army. But that's not what we're about. We're not an army. There's only 8 of us.
What shall I call you? My tongue aches for a name.
You mean our band or me?
He doesn't.
He knows I'm Brennos.
Cog.
We had plenty of fuck yous with earlier.
Giant Slake, Giant Slayer.
Cog's fine.
New moniker.
Slake's fine.
If he was a little bit more cruel, he might have just, as he was like several hundred feet up in the sky, shaken Slake off. But Slake clutched a little bit harder when, and he decides he's not going to have a fight with you in the middle of the air. Although there was a pause, there was a consideration at Slake Giant Slayer. He doesn't like your constructs.
You rightfully shouldn't.
Okay,
Cog was on an extra like.
that conversation took some time. Let's go back into Skyridge Castle. So you guys know that Brennos is talking with one of the giant survivors and doing diplomacy, and then you hear all of these horns going off, and
prepare to defend ourselves.
What now?
Shut.
Sonny was looking at Defrin, who's in.
Sonny was looking at him, going, "Okay." So, do we want to get him out right now, or
does the horn just go off, or the horn?
Yeah, there's lots of horns, war horns.
There's no time for it now. Let's prepare for battle. They're coming. One way or another. They either teleport. They'll either teleport down or come through either of these tunnels.
When Sonny hears "prepare for battle," he flies over and lands on Haven. He is now prepared for battle.
Actually, where's a good spot for Howie?
So,
Wherever
right.
you place me, sir.
So, Sonny, how much time did we spend piecing around up here? Could I have doled out some healing?
You can start.
I can start. All right. Sonny is going to land on Amadeus.
Okay.
And begin poking Amadeus with a Healy stick.
Thank you, sir.
This is the whole. Sonny is not a very good healer. You have to remind him. Oh, you're hurt. Oh.
Who up here has some sort of magical senses? Like, I know Howie can only see in a particular area. Agony does have a see invis up.
So
Thorgrim
has
has a
see
see
invisibility. Sonny has see invisibility.
Okay.
So I lost Sonny's main token. So the first healing went on Amadeus.
Okay, so Sonny, combat almost happened because something like this happened. Give me a second.
No, I'm repositioning.
Put 5 hit points on
I'm repositioning the crew.
Did Rezmir like pop in for a second?
Yeah, give me a second. I need to find tokens.
Because I don't get surprised. You can't surprise me. Oh.
Oh, spell.
Oh no!
I think we should block this access right
Yeah,
here.
hold on a second.
Everybody hold. Actually, I'm gonna pee. The holding is happening. I can't hold the pee. I can only hold so much at one time. Pee is not the thing that's being held right now.
Get a bottle. Be a man.
Or a bucket.
There you go.
So there's one.
Then all you gotta do is mute.
The map is so big that I'm like, where are all the tokens?
Yeah, I know.
And
Sorry.
Did I drag Rezmir back here? No, that's gone.
I don't know what you did with them.
There we go.
Under the bed.
So they're invisible.
Okay.
They teleported in, and the other one had a ready to action to cast a spell when they arrived. And I guess what's that?
I suspect I know what spell that is.
Right. And I think they're going to disappear. I don't know. Give me a second. So they arrive, and then surprise happens because Sonny and some of the others see them. So the other guy has a ready to action, which you might be able to interrupt with the surprise. So let's roll initiative.
Stop the acid ball of death.
Oh my goodness, I get to remove Ghost Lord from the initiative sheet.
Got it!
That feels very weird.
It is weird. It is oh so weird. We're gonna miss Barnabus. Oh, Amadeus, you're so far away from the guy you need to grab.
He is far away, isn't he?
It is a big room too.
How far away is that?
So far away.
So far, just can't see.
Come on, there's those guys who are standing around the middle of the room looking like dum-dums. You want to fireball them. You want to acid ball the treasure. You didn't know, and you're like listening to headphones, like doing air guitar.
Yep. Barnabus.
Your head, it's awesome.
Brennos is not here. Barnabus is not here. Cog and Slake, they're all on their little magical mystical journey on the coattails of cloud giants.
Yeah, we're basically having like a Harry Potter thing. Hagrid carrying us up to the freaking castle or something.
All right, it's a surprise round. The DC to spot invisible foes who are just guys that just stood there is 10 from distance and probably 15 because you're distracted for this group. So it's about, we'll say DC 20, and then this group is a little bit further away and also distracted DC 25 for this group. All right, Agony rolled a 30 on his the surprise round, so he like, huh? Like he heard, you guys heard horns going off and turned around and sees these two casters standing there. And
do you want us to roll perception as well?
No, I already
to
got
be
it.
included.
He did it.
Oh,
Yes, we did it.
I got the power, got the tools.
Bueno.
Don't worry, we'll automate all of it someday. All of it.
So we'll describe things, and an AI will parse our language and just make dice rolls.
Right. While we're in the VR metaverse.
What's really going to happen is we'll be old men, and we're just talking about shit and going, I did it.
I did it.
Trust me, I rolled a 20 once in a while. This is one of those.
I got him. Got what? I don't remember.
Which character's mine again?
Okay, so Agony doesn't have his 6th level spells, so he can't disintegrate.
Can he fireball?
He can attempt a fireball, but I don't know if that's the best thing he should do.
Let's see what he's got.
Can he maximize a mythic fireball?
He's going to ready a dispel magic to dispel the spell that the other guy has ready to cast.
How many actions do we have?
2. Amadeus, you got a...
He doesn't... Do you have See Invis?
35 doesn't have See Invis, so he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Winged kobolds are not in the chamber. Widget, do you have See Invis up?
Widget does.
Okay, you rolled a 40, nat 20, so you were like, actually like, looking past the treasure, like, oh shit, Rezmir's right over there.
Oh, that's a fucking problem right there. I've never seen a problem. Looks like a problem. Alright, so what can I do to him from here? Actually, quite a bit.
And his really, really garish, insidious-looking black dragon mask is not up for diplomacy. It is down for fighting.
Widget is gonna glitter dust him.
Okay. Range glitter dust is...
How about a prepared? How about you ready to counter?
I don't need to ready that.
Then just do your thing, sir.
I want you to go kick his ass. All right, so 230 feet.
Okay, so they're glittery, and then Rezmir needs to make a will save.
Because they're blind, it'd be funny. Okay, just roll one. Still funny.
Still funny.
Every time it's funny.
You're turning into a salamander.
24?
Oh yeah. Widget's not a very good wizard. He's a very particular style of wizard.
22 for the sorcerer.
The DC of this was 18.
Okay, so they're visible.
They're shiny. You know where they are.
Thogrim, do you have See Invis up?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, the crew is moving the cannon forward. Actually, the guys in the bottom are moving the cannon forward. There. Oops, sorry, I moved him instead of... I thought I was measuring. My bad, sorry. I thought I was measuring. to there. Okay, he's gonna go. Damn it. He's going
Remember,
to.
you've only got 2 actions, right? So.
Excuse me.
Moving him is 1 action. Okay.
In this direction, master.
Don't worry, I've got this. Wait. 5 feet. Fuck.
Well, you can get the cult source.
Just get rid of Acaster.
Acaster will do.
Make him choose between fireballing us and getting away.
Okay, so he doesn't go that far. He can actually just go back to here. I'm going to Vital Strike the caster.
Okay.
Oh no, I can only eviscerate one of them. Get one!
So Howie's doing the movement, and then you're doing the vital strike. Because vital strike's 2
No,
actions.
this crew is moving him. This crew moves him.
And are the crew aware of everything that you're aware of?
Let's see. They're like unseen servants. I don't know that. Let's see if unseen servants have senses. Because if they don't, then they're just like telepathic.
An unseen member is an invisible shapeless one that performs duties and it can tie blah 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 blah. It cannot.
I think they're actually your spell, so I'm fine with this.
Okay. They're gonna push him.
Yep.
I'm going to Vital Strike the
Yep.
sorcerer. I'm
Yep.
still within 30 feet of my cannon.
Okay.
I roll a
You're like, oh!
32 touch.
You blast a cannonball into the sorcerer. He does have
Okay.
some minor blur effects, which you get through.
Awesome. So that's not in effect anymore, but we've got 8, 9, 10, 11.
Did I get him, master?
Brilliantly. So 18 d6 plus 11. Oh, wait.
I don't know how disgustingly gross he is.
Wait, hold on.
Things just evaporate when
It's
they get
18 d6. Hold on, I did my math wrong last time. When I'm vital striking, I multiply the deadly aim and the greater magic siege engine, right?
Yes.
hit.
Okay. So it's 11
Yeah, it's times 2 or times 3?
3.
Okay.
So it's 33.
So you had 33 even before you got him 24, I think.
I was doing it wrong before. This is I dismissed the acid last time, correct?
You did dismiss the acid because
Okay,
you wanted
that's
actual
fine.
blood to fall.
Yeah.
So this is an actual cannonball?
This is an actual cannonball, 112 damage.
Okay, you crush the head of the sorcerer in. He's kind of wearing a cannonball for a face before he falls down to the ground.
Can you take another 112?
Yeah, he's already dead. No, he can't.
Rezmir's like, he's oh shit, he's the one that teleported in. This guy was supposed to dimension door out, so you've interrupted his spell.
Howie can't reach him and touch. Howie can still shoot though. The other 3 reload Howie, and Howie shoots.
Does Howie have perception check?
Howie can't see.
But they can reload and aim him.
Yes, so they could reload and aim him, but Howie is...
It's gonna be he can't see that far, so it's gonna be a 50-50.
Howie would be shooting against the regular AC with his low attack roll.
I'm asking if the intelligent weapon is surprised or not in the surprise round because he didn't see what was going on.
Oh, the perception check. Oh, got you. Howie's perception.
It's outside of his. He's blind.
It's outside of his range. He can't see that far.
Yeah. So I think he doesn't get his action in the surprise round.
Okay, that's cool.
But he's reloaded. Like you've already fired him using your power, and your little dudes are connected to you. Have reloaded him, and they're now out of actions. Great.
Yeah.
So Sunny. Rezmir looks concerned. He's also laced a lot of magic on himself. Like you can see multiple images floating around. Other effects. He doesn't look injured.
You have to throw a greater to spell this son bitch.
you know what? Sometimes, you would just go with what works.
We're here.
Rezmir looks like he's got a skeleton, right?
Baleful polymorph. Don't even vote. Just do it.
Bone Shatter.
Well, here's the thing. If he's got it, I don't want him to be like. There's a chance he's got spell turning. I'm waiting for somebody else to throw something at him first before that shit.
I'm throwing cannonballs, buddy.
Okay, so
tired of my high level casters getting beat.
What's eventually going to happen is like, oh, try to make a saving throw.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, so wait a sec. Apologies on the delay here.
That's fine.
It's
all bullet time for Sunny because he's in surprise round. And Sunny does get to act. He also rolled a 44, so in a natural way, he did see Rezmir.
Okay, we're going to attempt to AC prison him.
It has the range?
Yep.
Okay. 230
feet.
What is the DC of this?
It is a reflex save. I know that was
no.
It is a reflex save DC 23.
Oh god. Okay.
I'm Druid of Volcanica.
It's a targeted spell, right?
It is, but it's not a very dangerous targeted spell.
Okay.
It's a 5th circle spell.
He has 7 levels of spell that he can turn. So yeah, you try to icy prison him. The shards of ice stop all around him and then rebound back towards Sunny. Make a reflex save, Sunny, against your own DC.
You dumb son of a bitch. You dumb son of a bitch. You fell for your own trap.
This is so Amadeus might have a frozen hat.
Just pick it up and smash it on the ground.
Alright, so 1d20 plus 16. I make my own save. I'm icy and entangled.
Okay.
This didn't work out how I planned. He's got spell turning or something. Be careful.
Cultist Sorcerer is dead. He's dead. Rezmir triggered the surprise round by teleporting in, which means it's Eamon's turn. Does Eamon have See and Viz up, Mark?
No, he does not.
Okay.
But isn't he flashy?
Oh, they're
covered in Widget's spell.
Yeah,
yep.
He will. Yeah. So
no, you didn't see him at the onset of the.
He's not in on the surprise round.
That's
yes.
right. Top of the first round, Agony is going to move in 60. No, 40. He flies at 40 or 60. He flies at 60, so he kind of flying hops along the ice, skids a little bit. Keep in mind, this is difficult terrain if you don't have... and he's going to maintain his readied action to cast Dispel Magic at Rezmir if Rezmir casts any spell. Amadeus, you get to react. Everyone's like casting spells over there, and there's a glittery Rezmir.
All right.
You got a bat frozen to your head.
All right, let's see how this goes. How far away? That's so far.
What are you all doing here? Where's Glasshair? Rezmir is now talking now that he's all glittery and you guys are all coming towards him. And he kind of like pushed his cultists in the way of the cannonball. You know?
Oh, he did the dick move.
Yeah, he did the dick move of like kind of pushed him forward and ducked as the cannonball.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got images
bad
up?
guy thing.
He does have images up, plus a plethora of spells that bewilder the senses.
All right, so he's just gonna.
Don't worry. When we have our turnaround, we'll try to do a spellcraft check on spell turning to see if we know if that thing's done. Start pounding on your saving.
Well, Amadeus isn't worried about spell turning.
So this is difficult. This is difficult.
He's flying.
Oh, you're flying. Okay.
Are we still hasted?
No, this has been minutes.
Okay, well then,
Charge.
no, it doesn't matter.
But can't you attack the
Charge
end of
is
your charge?
2 actions, so it doesn't matter.
But you can attack the end of your charge, though, can't you?
No, no, it's still an action to attack.
Yeah.
I thought you had a feat for it, that's all.
No.
Oh, you can grapple.
No, I can grapple, which you normally can't do.
What do you think you're doing, servant? Do you wish to be in my prison again?
I'm gonna slap you around for a little while, make you cry before we kill you.
Try it.
Did Sunny fall off of Amadeus?
Oh, well, I think he might have.
Here,
You got him?
I'm entangled.
Okay.
And that was on you when I got entangled.
You're just the bat is all frozen to the back of Amadeus's head like a really crappy hat.
Who rules Skyreach? Bastard.
I have taken precautions. Okay, so you just moved,
That's all I can do.
but you're threatening him now.
Yeah, I'm threatening him.
Widget. Oh no, Rezmir should have never came.
How you doing there, buddy? So, Widget saw what happened to Sunny.
Yep.
Widget is going to attempt a spellcraft check to understand what happened.
Okay. DC is, you didn't see the spellcast, you saw the effect, so it's 20 plus double spell level is 34.
Well, we'll see how this goes. 41.
Yeah, you know that spell turning can turn up to anywhere from 7 to 10 levels of spells, and that it's possible for leftovers to partially turn spells. He likely, after you cast a high-level spell at him,
Fifth circle spell.
he likely has some partial protection left.
All right. Well, let's start knocking that down.
For damaging spells, you would share the damage. For non-damaging spells, it's the proportional chance of who gets affected.
Okay. Well, let's...
Don't disintegrate him.
And then bad things can happen if two casters both have spell turning up and start casting spells at each other, because there's a resonating field of pew pew that is bad.
Yeah. So we are going to...
I just gotta put my dog outside. I'll be right back.
So Widget, safe from behind the hundreds of thousands of coin piles.
Yeah, he's trying to blow me up.
Yep.
That's where all the money is.
Yep.
We're going to try to dispel magic him. We're going to try to get rid of his mirror images.
Greater dispel magic, we say?
He targeted dispel in his mirror image. Sure.
Yep.
Okay, so his spell turning kicks in. He has 2 levels left, which means there's a 67% chance that you get hit with the targeted dispel magic instead of him. So roll a d100. You want to get above 67. Nope.
No. I haven't, most definitely.
So the last bit of his spell turning fizzles and pops as it sends reflexively the dispel magic anchoring back towards you. It was a targeted dispel. Do you have mirror image up?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay, you've successfully dispelled your own mirror images because you automatically dispel your own spells. Yep.
That's fine by me.
Okay.
Worth, I say.
What was that? He yells agony as he hasn't been quite keeping track of the.
That was his spell turning. I think it's done.
Speaking of done, oh my God, Thulgrim goes before Rezmir. Okay, Thulgrim.
We're gonna.
Too far away.
Yeah, these guys move this thing forward.
Okay, and Howie flies, and these guys kind of just hover, so not affected by the difficult terrain.
Yeah, they just go over there. 15 feet. 10 feet, because that's how much Thogrim can move. Oh, yeah, isn't Thogrim flying? I think I'm already flying. Give me a sec. Yeah, I already have fly up. So yeah, we'll just move a little closer. And Vital Strike him. But there's mirror images up, right?
Yep.
How many?
You don't know. They're all kind of weaving. Lots.
Okay, question.
Are you being nice by saying you can see the images? Because
so I have an action. I have.
Yeah. I kind of like the rule where that first attack sort of makes them appear. Like, I think that's like a cool kind of.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit!
Like, oh
god!
Now, True Strike goes through that crap, right?
Nope. It goes through concealment, which I've made that mistake before.
Only if you close your eyes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking I have to do. All right, let's close our eyes and aim at that, buddy.
Okay. Using a True Strike, you've got enough actions.
No, I don't have. I don't have. I'm not using True Strike. I'm just
closing your eyes.
Yep.
You're closing your eyes, getting your unseen siege crew to aim Howie, which is the artifact cannon, at Rezmir.
Are you shooting with your eyes open or closed?
No, I'm aiming with my eyes open, closing when I shoot.
Okay. So give me your attack roll.
Yep. 33 touch.
It's got dragon natural armor. That doesn't help.
Yeah.
Unless he's got
it will because of that spell that Agony has. So for I think as an immediate action, he can try to.
Did his spell turning require an immediate action?
No.
Poopy.
The name of the spell is Scales of Deflection. Let me just read that. Because he's close. His regular SAC is pretty good.
18, 21, 23.
I'm checking to see if he can
33,
deflect
33,
this.
Yeah.
33, you said?
Mm-hmm. I'll try to roll better.
The resonating effects are bad. We're not good.
Yeah, you see his scales flash. He gains at least 6 AC because of this, and your cannonball glances off of his shoulder.
Him again, boys. So I moved. They was already reloaded. I aimed and I fired. These guys are going to reload they're going to aim how he's going to just fire.
And it's not an immediate action. It's just the first touch attack. Okay.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So how he's going to fire his shot.
Okay.
And that's all he'll be able to do.
Unfortunately, his scales have
he'll be able to reload after.
Gone.
Okay. I'm just getting Howie's attack. No, it's not going to be that good. Yeah, he misses.
No, plus 6 becomes
24 retouch.
28. Yeah, you missed by 4.
Okay, how he reloads himself.
That's popping images, right?
Yeah, pops an image.
Oh, even the time when I closed my eyes, I had to roll a d20 to see if I hit him. Sorry, a d50-50, but did it?
No.
Because if you close your eyes, it's 50-50.
So he would still have
pop
it.
an image. There's no image that pop when you close your
Right,
eyes.
Yeah.
right, but he would still have his deflection, is what I'm saying.
Yep. All right, so Thogrim fires twice, and Rezmir manages to use magic to block the horrible cannonballs.
It's about to get worse.
Sunny.
Sunny has resistance that's greater than the damage that he's in because he's partially frozen.
And you're riding Amadeus. You're really close.
Well, I'll be right back.
So Sunny is entangled. So I have to make concentration checks to cast spells. That sucks. The concentration checks are super easy though, so I don't know if I care. I don't think I care. I'm pretty confident I don't care. Yeah, Sunny doesn't care. So he's frozen. He's just stuck to Amadeus. Hopefully he goes someplace nice. Sunny. I want his images gone. We are going to... Actually, Sunny is going to now dispel him. Because I want the images gone.
Because Sunny does big boy dispels.
Sunny's dispels are big, strong dispels. Sunny is going to dispel magic, targeted, your mirror image, just a normal dispel.
Okay.
Does anything funky happen when I try to target and dispel him?
No, he doesn't have any spell turning left. That is all gone. So.
All right. Okay, so I have 1d20 plus 15. I roll twice, take the better. So 2 number 1d20 plus 15 minus 11. Is he a 22 level caster?
Oh, you get to roll twice because of your mythic power.
Because I am awesome. Yes,
okay,
yes.
You have dispelled his mirror image.
That's the right one.
Snarls at you.
I don't want it to be anywhere near him.
Ahmed, look over to Ahmed.
Oh no.
Yeah, we noticed the program where you're using. If we pause our screen and go away, it's the last image that we left.
So Ahmed is taking full advantage and not being disruptive at all with his selection.
Well, it works for the dispel of the of the mirror image. Yeah, his images go away. He snarls, but then smiles. Sunny, you're done?
Sunny is going to take a total... I think I'm allowed to move. Give me a second. I don't think I'm actually stuck to his head. I might try to fly away from the guy. I think it's only if I fail, I would be... Just the entangled condition. I'm not tied to a spot.
Great.
So I'm going to flap away at half speed.
Okay. Rezmir's backup arrives. They had instructions to if he didn't appear back right away for them to dimension door into this space. So a bunch of invisible wizards along with their wyvern pets and a winged kobold. All of them are at least 9th level caster to dimension door with this many people, and let me just spread them out a little bit.
So, give me 1 second. I want to check to see if Widget gets an AO on them for doing this.
Yep. But teleport tactician if you're in range.
I don't know if I am hiding in the treasure like a coward.
No.
I mean, like a brilliant tactician.
I think you're too far away.
Yeah, I think I'm too far away as well.
Yes. It's gonna get busy in here.
No, come on, cluster in a nice circle.
All right, the cult has arrived. Rezmir.
How you doing, buddy?
All right.
Having a nice day.
Spreads his wings. Kill him. He does a kind of like a flying step up. And he then is going to teleport the fuck out of here. Which Agony is going to attempt
Who's
to
first
make...
in initiative between Agony and Widget?
Agony's top of the round.
Okay, so you try to dispel him, and then I will dispel him.
All right. Spellcraft check. Agony's just saying it's a spell. He's just trying to dispel it.
Yep.
So Agony is a 13th level caster. Let me burn one of his 3rd level spells. Oh man, he's cast a lot today because it's also yesterday for him. 13 minus 11. 16th level magic is not good enough to get rid of Rezmir's spell. Agony is going to use a mythic power point to add a surge to this. 17th level magic is not enough to get Rezmir's magic, so he fails.
Okay, Widget will do it.
Okay. Give me a spellcraft check.
Do you have any fortune points?
Rezmir is casting a greater teleport.
Okay, Widget will... do I want subjective reality or ways of exhaustion?
You have some
Question.
level spells left?
Oh, yeah.
Does Agony have any fortune points?
No.
Okay.
Widget will... We're going to dump the ways of We're going to dump subjective reality, because I can mythic point it if I need it, but ways of exhaustion is more likely to be needed. And he can just hang out.
Okay.
He's not within reach for me to go kick his ass for attempting to cast a spell, so I can't move up to him and hit him.
Yep. But you do counterspell his spell. He's still there, flapping his wings. He looks really worried now, but he's you're now convincing him he needs to be in the fight.
Hopefully they don't notice me back here.
So he did a step and a standard action, which means he's got nothing left.
Yep.
He looks like a target, though.
He will ready an attack with his haste. If somebody gets in range.
All right.
Eamon.
Eamon will... Where the fuck is he? I'll be back here. I guess he will challenge Rezmir.
Okay.
And, I don't know, he's hanging on to a bunny right now. It's kind of like, well, what do I do with this?
Don't worry, guys. The giants want
like
the
a-
dragon cult off of their castle.
300 hit point giant, or 300 hit point bunny.
Throw the rabbit at him.
Oh no, it was
No,
Agony.
Agony.
Yeah,
Agony
Agony
has
just
it.
put it down. Basically, it's not going anywhere.
I'm assuming it's in his.
Eamon
bag.
will absorb that AOO from here.
Okay, Rezmir will try to bite you.
Okay.
This is not going to be very effective. I don't think.
He's a brainy or charismatic guy.
AC 22.
No. That's everything.
Oh, you're just getting into his face?
That's all he can do.
Okay.
He takes an action.
The
It's
room
swift,
is really big.
challenge,
And we're really
so.
slow.
Yep. The winged kobolds